Hi, sleepyheads. This video is, sorry, I keep bumping the tripod, and Nim does it too all the time. But this video is both an introduction to the natural treatments that I'm going to share, and it's also, I'm going to show you the basics of getting started on L-citrulline malate and how to mix it, how much you should take, things like that. And then I'll do another video that will be the advanced stuff, why you're taking it, what it does. You know, a lot of people have trouble getting through all that at first because of reduced memory and executive function, things like that. So I figured I'd do a short one first and then do the rest of it on another video. So you learn how to use it, and then once it helps you, you can come back and watch the next video. So I'm going to turn the camera. If you get motion sick, hang on. So here we have, I store these powders in these containers. You can get one that has a metal base, or you can get one that's glass. And I try to find these things whenever I can. Sometimes they come in the powder. It's one of those desiccant bags that dries out stuff, or otherwise the citrulline will clump up and it's really hard to break apart. So this little scoop has, let me clean it off a little. These come in NutriCost brand, and it has a little line here. Up to this line is 3 grams. Fully filled, we figured it was 3.5. They started making these scoops because of the flavored kind, which I do not recommend anymore because of what it contains: red dye and different dyes, and sucralose, which I found out is chlorinated sugar. I'll tell you that on another video. So if you get this, it's just L-citrulline. You're not. It's not going to do the same thing as L-citrulline malate. So if you accidentally buy this, you can mix it yourself. Excuse me, I get dry throat really easy because I have fragrance. And then there's 2 other types. And what it is a different ratio, okay? This one has L-citrulline malate 1:1. That means an even dose of citrulline and malic acid in each scoop. And then this one is 2:1, so it's more citrulline than DL malate, which is also called malic acid. So this one is what everybody prefers because it's not quite as sour. And however, not to try to confuse you, but if you have fibromyalgia and you're having a lot of flares like in the wintertime, then the 1:1 will help better with things like inflammation and getting some of the pain down because it takes pressure off the nerves. Okay, so to mix it, to start with, you might want to, this is like 500 grams. There's a bag that comes in just 100 grams, and some of the, like a NutriCost container, you can get it in 100 grams. You'd probably want to start with that because getting a whole kilo and then you find out that you have problems taking it, you wouldn't want to do it. So I recommend you get a small bag first, and then once you find out you can take it normally, then you can get a larger bag and save a lot of money on it. A whole kilo lasts me, I think it's maybe a kilo, yeah. 1 kilogram lasts me anywhere from 6 months to a year, depending on how bad my symptoms get. So, you could do this in different ways, you know, and figure it out on your own. Put it in whatever container you can by the bed. Some light plastic containers are easily eaten away by this acid, you know, the acidity of it. I once put it in an orange juice container, and it kind of chipped away at the inside of the orange juice container. So what you want to do is, if you're just starting, take a little dose, you know, just 1 scoop, put it in your cup, easy enough. Add just a little water. And you can stir it up. And if you wait a minute, after letting it swirl, it'll help it dissolve a little more. And then, so you want to take this 30 minutes before breakfast and lunch, at least 30 minutes. If you have more time that you can wait, then you could take it an hour before, and it will absorb a lot more of it. You'll get more of an effect out of it. And the NutriCost brand doesn't always dissolve 100%, but these bags from bulk supplements, I can usually get it to dissolve all the way. And all you really need is just this little bit of water. However, this is going to be really sour. And it doesn't bother me because I can take this stuff, the powder, and put it right on my tongue. And this is the 1-to-1, the more sour stuff. So it's all up to you and what you can handle. And then once you get it so it's dissolved enough, or keep it swirling, then you can drink this, and that's your first dose. Yummy. And then you wait 30 minutes before you have coffee, tea, no caffeine for at least 30 minutes. But you can, if you want, you could do any kind of sweetener in there. You could put honey in there, sugar. One of the things I thought of was putting glycine in there, because glycine is good for the nerves, and it will make it sweeter. So you would put like half a teaspoon of glycine in each, if you're making 1 dose, then in each dose, and it will make it a little bit sweeter, not really great. So the problems you might have are with your stomach. A lot of people have sensitive stomachs, and once they take it, it kind of irritates their stomach, creates excess acid. You can take food with it. One of the best things is yogurt, because yogurt already contains citrulline. I found out that when acidophilus eats up the milk sugar, it creates citrulline, and yogurt is the only protein that you can take with it that won't stop the effects. If you take it with any other kind of protein, you probably won't get the right effects from it. And the most important thing about this is keep taking it, because some people have, in our group, some people have had changes affect within a few days, and then other people have taken 6 months. If you're not on Facebook, you can leave comments under the video and I'll help you out. A lot of people message me on Facebook, so I help, one-on-one a great deal. And then otherwise, in the group on Facebook, sorry, Nim's down there wondering why his water is turned off. in the group on Facebook, which I'll leave a link to, then you can, I've written like a book on all these things, and you can join the group and get help from us and read if you're capable. You know, some people, narcoleptics have trouble at first with absorbing this kind of information and reading everything. So this is one of the reasons why I decided to do the videos. It's easier to understand. So you want to start out with just one dose and see how your stomach reacts. Other than eating yogurt, you can have like some, if they're not whole wheat crackers, you can have crackers, or one lady ate pickles with it. You could try different things, you know, anything that doesn't have protein. But the difference is, when you eat something with it to coat your stomach, it's going to take longer for it to absorb. So the best way to take it is in a liquid form. Couple of ways to get around the sourness, and if you have sensitive teeth, excuse me a second. So, we got straws here. Using a straw, this bigger straw. Sorry, my dad called. I had to answer that. So you can use these straws, you know, either one will work. And it helps, number one, if you have sensitive teeth, it'll get it past your teeth. Number two, it should help get it past the sour taste in the front of your mouth. You know, you're still going to get a lot of sour taste, but not as bad. And another thing you can do is use more water. It's not going to have a bad effect on it. It's just going to be that, you know, if you drink this whole glass of water with all this citrulline in it, then you're going to have to pee a lot, because that's what it does. It kicks in your kidneys and starts processing things and gets toxins out of your body. So that's one of the ways to get around sourness. When I take a high dose, like if I have a fibromyalgia flare, I'll use 5 of those scoops twice a day. And I definitely have to use a full glass of water when I do that, because it's just too much. You know, it makes me, I'll drink it and then I'll go, because of the horrible taste. So there are ways to get around it. You just have to experiment. So the main thing is wait at least 30 minutes. You can take your medicines with it if you want, and but you can't take protein or caffeine at all. One of the people, Stu, has used SodaStream and put bubbles, you know, make it into a soda type drink, and that worked really good for him. So it's not the carbonation that affects it, it's the caffeine. You can't mix it in regular soda. First of all, you'll have a chemical reaction, and any cola will flow over. Do not put it in milk. First of all, it's a protein, and second of all, you're going to make cottage cheese because of the sourness touching the milk. So try to stick with the basic things. You know, water, number one, is really important. And then when you take it, you're going to need to drink more water, because it is going to process things, and you'll have to use, you know, at first you'll have to go to the bathroom more, because it'll just flush out your kidneys really easily. Once your body's used to it, then it doesn't seem to do that as much. That's Nim saying hi. So this is the basic, and I'll do another video on how everything works, what and different amino acids, and everything. The advanced stuff that sometimes people can't understand because they have problem with memory and executive function and even reading. Before I started, I carried 3x5 cards around because that's the only way I could remember stuff. And within a few months, it changed. And by the time 18 months was over, I had my full memory back. I can read normally now. Everything, it just changed my life. And we've had people that no longer take their stimulants because they use this, There's the producer. Okay, Nim. So there are a lot of benefits to it, and I will discuss that in the next video. And check the links below, and it'll help. See, he thinks his treats are up here. It'll help get you to, if you want to join the group and read more of the instructions, or I'm also going to put links to other groups and people that have helped me. I really appreciate Therese. She takes over when I'm sick a lot, and she does takes care of the Facebook group really well, and also Melissa, who is our moderator. Those ladies, the group wouldn't still be there if it wasn't for those ladies, so I really appreciate their help a lot. And I'm going to list other people and other groups and a website, 2 websites actually, in the links below the video. So thanks for watching.